So Felipe here, and last week I attended to the 2019 Anylogic Conference in Austin, Texas. Right now I'm in Mexico, and I just wanted to give a little review on what I thought was this conference. Since it was my first, I obviously have nothing to compare. Some people said it was the best, so I'm glad to hear that. But let's talk about the different things, like the beginning when you arrive, the little gifts you get, the presentations, the business cases, the workshops, and a bit of networking. What's going on with the networking? And and why not about the food maybe? So everything about the Anylogic conference. So let's talk about the beginning. When you arrive, you get this little badge, simple paper with, if you were a presenter, a sponsor, or I don't know what else, you get a little ribbon, so it's a bit nicer than this. What else do you get? You get this little keychain USB. No, not keychain, or yeah, but bottle opener. So inside this, we have the Anylogistics software with white papers, case studies, and much more. I will keep it close as a collectible, so I can sell it for millions later. And also you get the Anylogic one, which I did open, so it's not a collectible anymore. But this has the same thing, like training white papers, the software, the personal learning edition version, stuff that you can generally get online. You have the bottle opener, which is the most useful thing here. I'm kidding, or maybe not. So what else do we have? We get this little tile to find your keys. I haven't used it yet, but yesterday I lost my key, so I think I should start using it. What else do you have? This thing from Mosimtech. It's a wireless charger. I haven't used it yet also, but I will probably use it at some point. You get this amazing bottle from Simwell. You also have the Anylogic logo, and it's quite a robust bottle. I like it a lot. I haven't used it yet, but I think I will use it for sure. It's quite nice. And what else you have? You get this booklet, a notebook from the Anylogic Conference, and that I will use for sure. And finally, you get this little pen from Sterling Simulation. So there you go with the advertisement for all the sponsors. I think those were all the sponsors. I don't know if there were more. So that's what you get when you arrive to the Anylogic conference. So it's pretty nice to get some gifts. And well, you also get the schedule of the conference, which is at this point a bit destroyed because I put it in the bottom of the bag, but you get that. So I think the advertisement of the Anylogic conference was all about using artificial intelligence, and maybe I thought we were going to see business cases that are very close to that. But for example, on the first day, there was nothing related to artificial intelligence. But that was only the first day. The second day, we got some stuff. So let's talk about the first day. There were like 9 or 10 business cases from really different industries. So it's nice to see really Anylogic applied to completely different things, including financing, aerospace, oil and gas, and all this stuff. So in general, the presentations were really good. A couple I didn't like. I really liked the one from PwC related to strategy. It was advertised as artificial intelligence, but they didn't really talk about artificial intelligence, or at least not with reinforcement learning, as we all think. So yeah, when I think about artificial intelligence applied to a business case, I would think about deep learning or something like that. But yeah, artificial intelligence covers many domains really. In terms of the different methodologies that you use, agent-based, discrete events, system dynamics, I think there was only one that were using system dynamics. So, and it was from Kruger Consulting. And so system dynamics is not something I would expect to see much in a conference. So 1 out of 10, I think it's a lot. So also in the first day, the first workshop about the new features on Anylogic. So you have the free space transporters, which is an amazing new feature that I guess everybody wanted. So that's very good. But the coolest one was the fact that you can have a server and have a user interface using web technology and have your model there. So you can have complete freedom on how to develop your user interface pretty fast. Now there was a lot of talking about this private server, and so you have the private server Lite also, which is a bit cheaper, but the price was not really revealed. There were some rumors about being super expensive, but I'm not sure. And also there was a lot of talk, and we could see that during all the business cases about this concept of digital twin, which is the idea of this digital element coexisting with the physical element. And I haven't done anything related to that, but there is a lot of buzz associated to it. And I heard some stuff, when I read some stuff before about this, but it's something to have in mind right now. And I don't want to go through all the business cases because some of them are quite complicated and there's no point in going through the details, because that's why they have 30 minutes to present each of them. So yeah, you have 30 minutes. So this is good information that you can have 30 minutes if you want to present, 30 minutes to present your case. Generally, they take between 20 and 25 with 5-minute questions at the end. So that was for the first day in terms of presentations. You also got in the first day the Anylogic roadmap, where they talked about releasing Anylogic 9 at the end of next year. Some elements of the new releases, and that was cool. So let's talk about day 2. On day 2, the first presentation was on Anylogistics, and I think the second 2, and I didn't assist to both of them because I'm not really interested in Anylogistics, and there was some talk with different people during the conference that Anylogistics should be separated from Anylogic, and most people there were interested in Anylogic and very few in Anylogistics. At least that was my impression. And during the second day there were only 3 business cases, and I want to talk in particular about the one from Fair Dynamics, where they had a real application on reinforcement learning with a project, and that was pretty cool. I love that application. So I won't talk about the applications. You can just download the papers or information on the Anylogic Conference website. But having an application of artificial intelligence was pretty refreshing, because I have never used one in any of my projects. And also during the second day, we had 2 amazing workshops. First one was from Aresh from Anylogic itself, talking about reinforcement learning and giving a framework on how we as Anylogic users can use reinforcement learning right now. So I hope they put that online soon, if they haven't yet, because I would love to play with it a little bit. And the other one was the workshop from Ben Schumann about user interface, where he pointed out many interesting things, in fact, and he made an amazing user interface in one of his projects, and I'm just going to copy what he did because he made the feeling of being in a real application, like on a MacBook or in your phone, which is pretty cool, and I will copy that in any project where I have time. Because you can't always do that. Sometimes clients, they don't care about how a model looks or how the user interface look, as long as it works. Or they don't even care sometimes that you're using simulations, they just want the results. I remember a project with Walmart, I didn't even show the simulation ever. They didn't care. So that's always possible. But if I have time and the client cares, I will do it for sure. So finally, this was all I wanted to say about the general conference. The other part was the networking, which was pretty amazing in terms of me being an online figure right now. And many people came to me saying, I know you. Some students came to me saying, hey, hi teacher, which was pretty funny. And the networking was pretty heavy. You talk with a lot of people in very short chunks, and as an introverted person that I am, I got pretty tired the first day after talking to so many people and having so many conversations, and sometimes you want to sell something, I don't know. On the second day, I put much less effort on the networking. I prefer to be more alone, but the networking opportunities there are amazing if you're a consultant or if you want to learn from others. Some people ask for advice on how to build their models. You can get help from the experts. Some other people who didn't present showed their models and some of when I saw a couple of models were pretty amazing. They blow my mind. And at the end of all this conference, I felt that I had so much to learn. Sometimes you feel, you had this feeling that you know everything because you're doing so many projects, you start doing the same things over and over again. But watching all these different business cases, workshops, it makes you think that you really know nothing, and the world of simulation is basically infinite. There's no limit on how much you can learn and how much you can apply. So definitely it was totally worth it to go to this conference, and I'm happy I did, and I met great people, and I met the people that I only met online, so it was pretty good, and that's all I wanted to say. Thank you for watching.